EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Washington football team. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off play action, Tannehill going for it all. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. DeAndre Carter returning it. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And they go play action now. Newman. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Now Newman on 1st down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Newman. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, Newman. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Mike 52, Mike 52. Yo. Check that.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Play action. Newman slings this deep from McLaurin. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Newman. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Newman. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Play action. It's Tannehill. He'll buy, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chase Young has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Here we go.
After the sack on 1st down, Tannehill. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Tannehill now to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Play action. Now Newman. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Newman. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. From the gun, it's Newman. That one caught. It's the rookie De'Ami Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On 1st down, Newman. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Here we go,
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Just keeping the play alive. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the shotgun, Newman. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Newman. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Brian Burns, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He's got Anderson right side. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Tannehill. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Here's Cooks on the return. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Here's Carter now on the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now it's Newman. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Newman. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Tannehill's throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. On first down, Tannehill. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. And yes, folks, that is his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you look back at the numbers of guys who had 4 in the past, you'll find the names of some of the greats and some guys who just had a fantastic game.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Second and 10 now. Newman. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now it's Newman. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Gibson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go.
Now Tannehill. Got Anderson on the slant. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Back to throw, Tannehill. And now here is another interception. William Jackson with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On 1st and 10, it's Newman. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Newman's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 26. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Carter now on the return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now he's forced out left. Oh, Del Beckham Jr. with a diving grab.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Again, Newman. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Here's Newman to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Throwing again, Newman. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Newman on 3rd and goal. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And they'll try and throw for it with Newman. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd and a yard, Tannehill. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Touchdown, Washington. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A carry for Gibson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll run with Gibson. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Check 31. Check.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. That is caught by Anderson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. A give to Gibson running right. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Gibson again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll run with Gibson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll try to run it with Gibson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap.
McCaffrey trying to escape, but he cannot. They get him in the end zone, and that's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory.